G'day everyone, Granitor here, and this is the Adapt or Die tournament, the finals, 3 games. It's against 2WR Bobby. This is the builds. Bobby's Carthage on Empress. Pause now if you want to see them. I'm not going to call them out, and yeah, it's a best of 3. So, and as always, I've had a few drinks in these tournament games. So we'll see how they go, see how many drunken micro handles. 2WR Bobby, who's a good player. Rightio, we'll just fast forward till the action happens. Empress build's pretty weak. The best thing about the Carthage build is the Sacred Band he's got there with the 2 upgrades. They're lethal. So yeah, I've got to be wary of them. I haven't got anything at all that'll match them. I've only got the Samnite Warriors and the Elephants. So we're just jostling for position here. Like I said, this is the first game out of 3, and this tournament works on points. And I think Bobby's just above me on points at the moment, so I've really got to win off these 3 games to have any chance of winning the tournament. We'll see how it goes here. So I'm trying to get these Sacred Band, trying to do something to them, and he's done a good move there with the Iberian Cav. I'm just trying to hold off with my Hellenic Royal Cav, try and get them in the best possible position, send me best Cav. Other than that, I've just got Citizen Cav on this side, which are crap. So, Mercenary Gaelic Warriors going to get locked up by my Samnites there. The same here. This Mercenary Scutari, Samnite Warrior. Only just get the charge in now and stuffed up there a bit. I'm trying to get rid of these Javelin Men with my Javelin Men so I can bring the Elephant in to help me out with these Sacred Band. I really need to get rid of them. And as you can see over here, same engagements, Etruscan Hoplites, Gaelic Warriors, Mercenary Scutari. Trying to get these pikemen useful somewhere. Got them in an alright engagement here, but we'll see how that goes against the Gaelic Warriors. Bloody pikemen, derpy things. We'll see how they go. Alright, over here I've got the Italian Cav and the Carthaginian, 2 of them, they'll beat that. I did get my Hellenic Royal Cav into these Carthaginian hoplites straight up, which done a fair bit of damage on them. But as you can see out in his flank, I'm not going too good at all. Trying to get this elephant to do something, but yeah, I'm threatened by these Libyan Javelin Men, and my Javelin Men are gone now too. So not good engagements by me at all. I've been let down on that left flank, and trying to get my Royal Peltast in here against the Carthaginians, getting pummeled by the Balearic Slingers. I've only really got 1 good Cav, and I've just been trying to save it, you know what I mean. And the Elephant gets into these Celtic Light Horse here, and the Iberian Cav. So my Elephant will tank out that engagement. I'm trying to get these Hellenic Royals over here to screen off. So I've got my Samnites free there. Samnites are going shit against the Scutari, I don't know why, they should be going a lot better than that. And in the middle I've got these Levy Pikemen helping out with my hoplites. The General's in here, getting a few good kills. But it all comes down to these Sacred Band, they're my biggest worry. Now I'm trying to chase off the Javelin Men so I can get my Elephant in here to do some good shots on this Mercenary Scutari. They just ran straight over him, which was good for me. It's ripping them Scutari apart. So I need to clean up that engagement so I can get in the back of these Sacred Band. So I've given up chasing off the Libyan Javelin Men with me Mercenary Samnites and coming in the back of this Sacred Band now. Now he brings his Elephant in for a good charge here on the Samnites, which will devastate them. trying to get some good engagements here. I've finally won the middle engagement, so we'll see how that goes. The elephant's taken out the mercenary Scutari, but they're going to be in trouble if the Libyan Javelin get back to this battle. Got the Hellenic Royal Cav trying to take it out against these two. It should do. So nearly got this Sacred Band under wraps there. It's routing now, so that's good for me. Got one Sacred Band off the field. His elephant's tanking it out pretty good there. So it's looking half okay for me now. But he does have a fair bit in the back there, and his elephant's starting to rampage now, pretty good. I'm trying to get these derpy pikemen into action, but arseholes to try and get working properly. Trying to run them around, trying to get them in, and they just don't want to do it for me. My general's getting pumped here. I do have my Ellie left over there, we'll see how that goes. He's got the Sacred Band here, which are going to be lethal towards the end of the game as well. They're a good end game unit. Come on, pikemen. The arseholes just won't do what I tell them to. So he's coming into the hoplites, which is going to wreck them completely. General's trying to tank it out here. 32 left in his unit. Look at these pikemen. Shit bloody units they are. All derped out sideways and all sorts of shitty ways. So I've still got my elephant carrying on here, still doing a bit of damage. I'll bring it over here and try and shoot the rest of this mercenary Scutari with him. Trying to run away from the Balearics as well. And his elephant's going to do the damage now. The pikes are just too fucking derpy. He's put Intimidate on me general, which is going to make him go. I've used the whip. His pikemen are just shuffling around the joint, not doing nothing at all. So it was my game for the winning and my game for the losing here. I should have friggin' got them pikes over a little bit more and straightened them out. Anticipated where the elephant was going to go. His Sacred Band will take it out over here and get rid of these two, no worries. So Ellie against Ellie, but yeah, I'm getting smashed by the bloody Balearic slingers here. I'm trying to chase them away with me Samnites. We'll see how that goes. I've lost a few of my elephants, so his elephant's going to be a little bit better, and there goes some more elephants under the Balearic slinger fire. So no good at all really. And once they touch these dudes, they'll be gone. So close game, a good game by Bobby, he done well in using the Sacred Band on the flanks to really wrap up a lot of what I had on the flanks. It was not much of a match out there. Tried my hardest to get me Ellie out there and do what damage I could, but these Balearics done their job well, and they're going to continue to do the job well. So I'll fast forward this. Put me out of me suffering, put me out of me miseries, and that'll be it. So GG to Bobby in the first game. We've got 2 more to go. Going to do these replays all in one. So go and get yourself a cup of coffee or a drink and sit down for a long replay. 3 games in one. Yeah, Etruscan's holding off. Go beasts. I've still got these bloody pikemen over the back. He'll be out in a minute. Yep, there he goes. So I'll end battle. Yeah, Bobby's elephant absolutely crushed my troops there, and my elephant done shit because I'm crap with him. So, yep, good game. This Sacred Band tanked it out nice. For me, my Sam Knights were the best, I'd say, and the Etruscans done well here and there, I suppose, not too bad. Pikes at poop, Cav done shit, General done okay. So we'll go to game 2 now. And game 2, I've got Macedon. He's got Sleukids. So got a lot of pikes in this, and I'm dreading that. I friggin' hate pikes. Absolutely hate pikes. So what it's going to be down to here is my yeah. I don't know what it's going to be down to. My cav, really. I've got to really use my cav in a good way here. He's got some alright cav as well, and an elephant. So yes, this map is a bit of a weird map. It's camper's dream, but we just both don't camp, so we'll see how we go here. So I've got the companion cav, two of them. I've got Thessalian cav on the flanks, on the right flank, and on the left flank some more Thessalian. So I've got the cav advantage, and by God I'm going to friggin' use it this game. So yeah, I was determined to win this one, to bring it back. As it stands at the moment, it's 1-0. I'm under pressure. This companion cav is vital for me to use him in exactly the right way. So I'm going for a heavy flank over here. I noticed that he's got the Eastern Spearman, the Hillman, two Agema cav, or one Agema, one Median. I'm just going in for the kill as quick as possible. If these troops are all peltasked on this flank too, to just give me some extra support. I'm moving over my two companions. So the left flank is going to be vital for me. I'm just going to hold off this here. So these pikemen I know are just going to be shit and derp out on me. So the left flank for me is vital. I need to really use it well. He's got the Hellenic Cataphracts, the Indian War Elephants, the Agema cav, the Median cav, but only a couple of troops here. So the Thorax. So I'm going to come in, hoplites against the Eastern Spearmen. It's going to be no match for the Eastern Spearmen. If I can get them out of the road quick, it's give me advantage there. So I come in with these companions, try and threaten the skirmish line, because he's got out skirmishes me, he's got better skirmish. I've only got the slingers. So I'm getting some good rear shots in there. So I get my cav in quickly, get my infantry in here, Thorax against Hillman. That'll go well for the Thorax. So at the moment it looks like I'm picking my engagements very well. Getting the engagements that I want. Median cav are getting smashed. Support with the hoplites against the Thorax here. Pull out my cav quickly to try and get the best charge for my hoplites. Brings the Agema cav down into my Royal Peltast. But I did have an attack order, so they're going to help out there. Good cav charge in here I done. Against the Thorax, absolutely flattened them. There is not one dude standing there, I don't think, so take that time to get through and really try and lock up his general here. He sees it, he pulls out, so I'm trying to get the best engagement and lock up whatever I can so I can get these Royal Peltasts in here to help me out. So it looks like the left flank's going well for me. I'm getting it right under control. Bring these pikemen in just for threatening force on the left flank as well against these Thorax, so they don't come back and help. Real Peltast, downhill charge, straight into Thorax. That's going to be hurting them Thorax real bad. So that was a good engagement by me. Locked up his general with the Thorax swords, got in the back with the Thessalian, so I want to get rid of them really quickly if I can. I've got these javelin men doing some great shots on the elephant, exactly where I wanted them to be. So I've locked them up with the companion, the elephants, and that will work. The companions will stop the elephants in their tracks, and helps me get some shots. And I noticed some camel spearmen coming around the flank to get me, so I'm just trying to get as many shots as I can. And if I can get this my general companion cav into these camel spearmen, it'd be good. But I've done some good damage on that war elephant. The rest of the line's just stalemate. It's all on the left over here, like I wanted it to be. His general's going down very quickly. He's going to be gone soon. So you're going to find that if I can get these javelin men free, no, they've routed. So he's free with his elephant and his Agema cav to lock up my general now too. So I'm starting to bring over these Thessalians all the way from the other side. because I noticed I needed one more cav help over here. His general's dead, so I got rid of him. That gives me companion cav 3 and 2 hoplites. Royal Peltast absolutely tanking it out over here, going really well. They've got themselves 60 kills. Well, I thought they'd have more than that, but 60 vital kills. My general's about to go. Support with the Thessalian cav against the Agema. Excuse me. But I've got rid of his general with the companion. Now if I can, I'll get a rear charge on these thorax or somewhere else, but I'm pretty sure I get the rear charge on these thorax to get them out of the road with the thorax swords or the companion. Indian war elephant's still going strong over here, even though they've copped a few javelin shots. Agema cav's about to go, and I decided to bring my companions over here because I did get the rear charge with these thorax onto these other thorax, which should wrap them up. So I'm bringing my companion cav in here. Going to have a little look, see which is the best target. I decide the pikemen are on me, so I'm going to pull back there. Royal Peltast are gone, supported with the hoplites, but so I'll get them back into the fray there. Thessalians holding off the Indian war elephants until I can finish this engagement here. And then I'm going to back it up with the companion after all that. Decided this wasn't a good target at all. So he does an attack over here. Persian hoplites gotten crunched by my thorax, and the Agema cav getting hit by the hoplites. Levy pikemen, I've got the Thessalian cav in the back of him, and the Thracian warriors in the front. That'll be the end for them. So Thessalians end up taking it out against the elephants, so they're a handy unit to have. Companion in the back of the thorax, trying to get these derpy pikes somewhere. And then just trying to skirmish a bit of the middle line. So it looks like I've got the right and left flank at the moment, and the middle line is looking good for me too. So I'm getting the best of these engagements. Got some cav left over here, the Thessalians and the companions. So I should be able to make their way over here to the Eastern Slingers and the Syrian heavy archers there. So we should be able to get a good engagement there. In the middle, I think we're going to even out this. But like I said, I do have the companion cav left to be able to do some devastating rear charges in, even if this line's locked up. Troop advantage to me. And then a rear charge coming in here, or a rear and side charge, which is good. Companion are going to be devastating in that kind of engagement there. Come down with the hoplites, and these hoplites, so thorax should be gone in any minute now. Starting to get these hillmen around the flank. Going to train the slingers onto them. And decided to get these Thessalians out of the road until I've got rid of the last of this cav. Just putting the Thracian warriors out there. And a nice recharge coming in here because the hoplite line was locked up, so that's going to do some great damage. Companion cav worth the weight in gold here. Absolutely doing a great job. 142 kills. 37 for the Thessalians, so they're still nearly a full unit, but so. And that's GG really. Good game by Bobby. And my game plan worked very well. Like I said, I was going to use that cav well, and I did. Companions were my best troops in this one, and that flanking force, it seemed to work out well for me in the end. So he's only got the skirmish left now. Going to try and get some troops in there and overwhelming. Try and not lose as many troops as possible, because it does go by, kill death ratio in points and the scoring of the points. So we'll fast forward it, and I'll get this cav over here. Going to help me wrap up this skirmish now. And that'll be the end of that skirmish. GG to bobi. It was well played. So I got some good kill death ratio there. It's losses of 1,000, kills of 1,700, so that's very good for me. That adds my points a bit. I was quite confident after this that I was going to bring home the trophy. So the last game is Athens against Pontus. Pontus is a real threat because it's got a lot of swordsmen with upgrades, and I was a bit worried because I only had the hoplites really. I haven't got any swords at all. So yeah, I was very worried. I thought this will go bad for me, but we'll have a look at the replay and see how it went. So we'll fast forward until the engagement happens. I do have a very long line, a lot of troops, a lot more troops, but like I said, bobi does have these Ponic swordsmen with upgrades, and they are very good with upgrades. One's got silver, so I'm a bit worried about my middle line crumbling here. So I've got to get the best engagements I can and support them with rear charges as quick as possible. And I'm out caved as well, so I was extremely worried these Cappadocian cav are going to do some very good damage to me. So I'm just going to sacrifice these Tarentines to hold off the Cappadocians and sacrifice these citizens against me light hoplites there. The charge was devastating. So got alright engagements except Hillmen. Thurios Spears, the Hillmen are going to die to the Thurios Spears at the flank there, which is going to be good for me. Trying to pull back this middle line. So I realise the middle line's my biggest danger. So I'm going to try and pull back that. Can't do much here but charge the Noble Blood Cav. They get a good charge on me mercenary veterans, but they'll take that because they're heavy. Getting some good shots off me javelin men to soften up the mercenary Celtic warriors for me thorax hoplites to get in there. So I'm trying to keep this Hippias Lancer and the citizen there for this middle line. So the right flank looks good for me. And then here I come in with my citizen cav to relieve my hoplites a bit. Try and get rid of, get some good charges in there, which I do. That was good timing on the Ponic swords for me Hippias Lancers and me citizen cav. It's going to hurt them bad. So that gives me a bit of an advantage there, that I was able to get that charge. Right flank's overwhelmed for him. Left flank's looking good for me too. The Celtic warriors are beat my militia hoplites. It's got a good rear charge in here against my horse, with the horse skirmish against my javelin. So I've got these Hippias Lancers there, ready to relieve the pressure. Ponic swordsman crumble under the picked hoplites. I wasn't expecting that. Must have got a good charge off and hit the engagement well. So now I've got my general free in the middle. I can take on his general here, which would be great for me. So I hit the hoplite wall on these two and the battle riven. Hippias Lancers is going to help with the Celtic warriors. Right flank's looking okay, left flank's looking okay, right flank's looking great. The middle line is actually looking really good for me since I done that cav charge through and done the damage. So this Noble Blood cav hits my general in the rear, but my general's going to tank that out. He ends up getting his cav out of that engagement and goes for the Crucian archers, which is a good shot, and then comes in the back for a rear charge with his Ponic cav, which is good. My dudes are spread out a bit, so that'll help me with against the charge. Now the middle's looking good for me now too, so I should be able to get this engagement wrapped up here. It's all looking pretty good. Get these citizen cav through to knock out the Noble Blood, or at least hold them. until I can get this engagement here on the left wrapped up. Hoplites in against the bronze shield pikemen, which are in a steady position, so I should be able to get a recharge in here. So I screen off the noble blood cav with my mercenary accretions, with my hoplites to protect the mercenary accretions, and then I've got another cav out here to be able to polish them up. But the accretions are doing the damage with the archers, with the arrows, as you can see there. Just laying down some good fire. So we get these hoplites in a better position. Gets a good charge in here. My dudes are spread out a bit, so the charge wasn't as effective as it could be. So I was going to take a general, but I thought, why would I do that when I've got a beautiful charge on the bronze shield pikeman there? So my troops are overwhelming at this stage. I've got a lot of troops. Javelin men, going to release a volley on them noble bloods, which is going to be handy. And the recharge on the bronze shields is exactly what I needed over here to get them down. So his general's about to bite the dust. His right flank's all but one for me. And at this stage I'm thinking I've got the tournament wrapped up, because I've got a fair few troops left, and I thought for this one my kill death ratio would be good as well. So we'll see how this goes, but it's all but one now. He he's had a lot more troops in him, and I got the better engagement by getting my cav in the middle line of his swords there and doing some good damage first up. So, ending replay, and have a look at my kill death ratio. I thought it was better than that, but still pretty good. Still was confident I brought home the bacon, but no, apparently I lost the tournament by 200 points. So well done to Bobby, and congratulations for winning the tournament. He played well throughout every game, and I thought I played well too, but just 200 points short. But no worries, all good. It was a pleasure playing against Bobby. Good sport, good person, and yes, always keen to have a few games with him. So thank you very much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed these tournament battles, and leave a like, and if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe if you want to see more of these battles, because I've been doing a lot of tournament battles lately. If you enjoy them, please subscribe, and I will talk to you soon.